Hi geeks, and welcome back to another episode of Glesga Geek. Today's video is a tutorial video all about word clouds. Now we've all seen the massive amount of word art that's all over Facebook, and no, I'm not talking about the old school Microsoft word art like the text, like word art. No, these word clouds are basically a whole load of different words that you choose that will end up being in the shape of something. They'll end up being in the shape of like a love heart or a word, whatever is, your choice. So let me show you how to do them. First off, there's a website you need to go to, Taxito, I think is how you pronounce it. Once you go to that website, if you've not already, it will ask you to download Silverlight. So let's go into this. And here is Taxito. Basically, this is the app. I used to make these myself, so this is the app that I used to use to make them. This is your phone, the first screen that you come to. So you see they've got so many words already in a shape. This is meant to be the Earth. Hence it's saying Mother Earth. So I'll run through everything here, and that's all the different options for you, okay? First off is load. Basically this is all the different words that you want to display within your word art. So let's go in and just put in, first thing say it's Glesga Geek, fun, and of course love. Right, so we'll submit that and we'll see how it comes out now. You'll see it respins as such, and it'll load up the image with the words. So you see Geek, Glesga, Glasgow, love. So it's all in there, and then basically the words now make up the shape. Now, if we go to theme, you can see what you can do is you can respin all these a random selection of different things. Now we've got the same shape but in different fonts and a different colour. If I go down to shape, these are all the different shapes that are already pre-loaded within the program. So let's pick one at random. So this one's meant to say love, so L-O-V-E. But the problem is the O isn't really taking a shape here, it's missing a piece of the O. So how do we fix that? And basically this is the idea behind every single word that you do. You may need to kind of mess about with some of the settings so that it looks a bit better and what it is that you want to show of it. So if we go to the word and layout options, we can see it takes you to layout. This is basically the one page that you need. Emphasis, what we'll do is we'll bring the emphasis down to 60%. Now I've just guessed over the years what all these different settings mean. Emphasis, I think it means not so much emphasis and not making so many words big, so it kind of brings that down and makes some of the words a bit smaller, which will help develop with shape. Maximum word count, if we put that up to 300, again that one's a wee bit more self-explanatory. It's a case of how many words are in the actual picture. Thickness, I think, is how close all the words are together. Colour variation is just the random spread of colours. Normalised frequency, basically that's saying that if you normalise that, it kind of gives you the same amount of every word. If you say no, then you may get like 1,000 Glesgas and only one geek, so we try and keep that the same so that every word is in there. Don't know what that is, don't know what that is, don't know what that is, and that's just for your random selection. Again, any 3 fonts for your random selection. So let's go and accept this, and we'll see it down the bottom it's saying respinning, and there we go. You can see that the shape takes a lot more effect now, and you can see exactly what it is it's trying to say. And at the same time, you can also see that other words are still there. Glasgow, Geek, Glesga, love, fun, they're all still in there. Again, you can add as many different words as you want. When I used to do these, I used to say to people, like, give me at least a minimum of 5 and probably a maximum of 50, because any more than that and you're looking at kind of trying to find them in the little tiny words. That's it. That's basically the principles behind how to make a word art. Now what we do is, if we go to the new page and we will search for silhouette, basically the app allows you to put in any image to create a word cloud. Now I say any image, and obviously it will take colour images as well. I always find that using a silhouette is better. Let's go with the famous Eiffel Tower. And again, if we go into shape, basically you can add an image here. You can say it's saying it's a pro version, but it's free in beta. I don't think this app is ever going to come out of beta. I've used it for years and it's always been in the beta stage. You can see the picture's kind of blurry here. What we'll do is we'll bring the blur down to kind of shorten up some of the images, and bring the threshold down a bit as well. Basically what I'm saying is also the blur will be blurring out the edges so that it makes the picture look a bit more realistic. So let's accept that, and there we go. Nice sweet Eiffel Tower. Right, now green isn't really the colour of Eiffel Tower, is it? So let's go to theme. You'll see there's 1,000 of different one themes in here, all different colour combination with different backgrounds, with different front colours. You can also add themes in, but I find there's not enough different themes in here to keep you going for a while. So with this one, let's go to Punk Princess. You can see the shape still there. It's an iconic shape, so you can use it and let people know it is an iconic shape. You can also get all the different fonts. This will just give you a random selection of fonts. There you go guys, that's that one. And let's see if there's any other options I need to show you. One last set of options I'll show you is within the word menu. Punctuation and numbers are automatically set as no. If you want to add in any ASCII codes, and also you can get love hearts and smiley faces within the ASCII codes, you can add yes, and if you want any numbers, you need to put in yes, otherwise they'll just ignore them thinking it's nothing, because you can load in a full website and it will load in all the words on the website. Remove common words, again you probably want to say no, because there was one time I put in for 5, just the word 5, which was a common word, and it said no. Finally, just save it. I always saved it as a massive ping file. Well, there you go guys, that's how you make a word cloud, which will make a fantastic gift for anyone, especially when it comes up to holiday season. Obviously you can take them, what you could do is save them in a file and get them printed out at professional printers, as in, you know, getting a photograph printed, and then put them in a frame with maybe some jewels. If you put them in a box frame, you can put some jewels in the bottom of the box frame and decorate the frame whatever way you want. And that makes it a more personal gift for the person you're receiving it. If you like this video tutorial, please give me a wee thumbs up so that I know, and I will make sure to make more tutorials like this. Please make sure to subscribe and make sure you don't miss out on any videos. As always, check out our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Snapchat, and also be sure to go to our website www.glesgageek.com and sign up for our newsletter, which is brand new, and we'll be sure to send you some interesting things at least once a month. We'll try not to make it too many times, otherwise you'll get bored of it. So until next time guys, keep geeking!